This is me, the Grand Duchess Rasmus Conan, also known as Ryan Tomlinson. How are you doing this happy Sunday evening? Well, tomorrow is hump day for me. And in seeking fitness of the body, is your mind as fit as your body? In seeking the health of your body, do you ensure that your spirit is as healthy as your body? Can one be healthier than the other? Can one suffice and survive without the other? Can one bring the other back from death? Can the body bring the mind back from death? Can the spirit bring the soul? Can the spirit bring the body back from death? Or can the body bring the spirit back from death? What is the controversy of these situations that we live in when we try to find wholesomeness in our daily living? When we were young, our bodies were everything. Our mind doubted everything or challenged everything. As we get older, we lose the fascination. Some of us lose the fascination of youth to enhance the power of our mind, its capacity for learning, and so forth. So in age, when our body fails, or people fails us, we fail too. But darling, failure exists where we do not try. Failure exists where we do not aspire to survive, or we do not put resolution in such a way in order to enhance our everyday living situation. After the terrible circumstances of serving in the United States Army Nurse Corps and their effrontery, discriminatory, as well as I survived attempted murder in Korea and so forth, as I always said, my mind reminded me, my spirit reminded my mind that I was not their victim. And then number two, my body cooperated with my mind and my spirit. And so therefore, since everything happened on a personal level and professional level, and I had no personal, familial, or friendship support, what was the element of survival? It was the personation of love, the elevation of goodness, the capacity of my spirit to look at the morons in the United States Army Nurse Corps and to deplore them and disgust them as the inhumane idiots that they were. Then, next I lived outside of their element. Since I put my mind in a place where I could grow, and I could live, and I could learn. How could I let some disgraceful, stinking army general be my mentor? I do not. I'm repulsed by them, and I'm repulsed by nursing. But everything happens for a reason. And it's the triumph of my spirit and the element that I embrace that becomes greater than it. I deplore President Obama. I deplore the Republican Party. I think America has lost its vibrance, its spirit of its freedom and its successfulness to grow and to learn and to be inclusive by these little Masonic societies. And so, and therefore, We have become a society of dependency, of neediness, of money and debt. Because we can find the lackluster. We do not have the intention to communicate. We'll take a gun and we'll shoot someone first and take all the money. The strongest survive. And that's okay. We are animals, and probably we are human animals, but we're not human beings yet. And maybe that's what it says. But darling, I am determined in my spirit not to turn back. I have not reconciled myself with my family, and I will never do that. Murder is irreconcilable. Support is unconditional, and so is love. And so in my love and in my spirit, since I carried myself, therefore there can be none. And if they have to go, so must the U.S. Army and so forth. Keep on marching, bitches. It would be a slow day in hell before I tell one intelligent black person to be a part of that. You tolerate anything, you threaten everybody, and you think you can get away with it. But you have. Look at me, you have. And so therefore, I do not suffer your glory, because your glory is shameful, inhumane, and disgusting. I saw it in deployment. I saw it in the way you treat people and so forth. So since I cannot be a party to that, I am glad I am a witness to it. As I prayed, the Spirit said, I wanted you to witness, but I hoped for your change. I hope for that your values will become consistent and materialize and manifest in my life. But obviously, it doesn't. You don't have to do anything that you don't have to. You threaten people. Black people are the least. But I am not a slave to any of you. And I am glad that I can say that. And one thing I could say to any young people that listen to this, make your alternatives, make your priority, your focus. Do not let anybody's motto become your motto. Their values do not represent you. You will fail for them and you will fail at them. You will fail for being better. You will fail for thinking. They have a term called squared away. I would never, thinking about it, how odd a term to be squared away, to be in a box, all shut up. It's like a magnet directing you. I would prefer to be circled. No beginning, no end. And you can leave from one end and start to the next end. There is always a beginning. And so therefore, the power of life and the power of the mind, there is always a beginning. Remember, God or whatever does not. So we suffer by each other. We may go through hardships spiritually, but we suffer by each other. And so in that, I did not suffer unto them. I suffer unto love, unto goodness, and unto goodness I am. I see the nastiness of their evil, the detestation of their deceit. And so therefore I do not fly that emblem. As I say, I am a patriot of the Constitution. I am a worshipper of the truth, of goodness. I'm not Christian, Muslim, or Catholic. And so therefore I said God is a Samaritan, because he is that compassionate love that walks past and elevates anyone you see at hand without asking. And so therefore, since I'm not a Christian and I'm not persecutory, I can't be like them. And I can't be a Jew and do good to a Jew and not do good to anybody else. So I remind myself, but you have a good evening. Let your mind rise. Let your soul be comfortable and embrace the love of humanity.